Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Dr. Chris Featherstone once again for another episode of Inside SKoop. So this week I got my buddy. Man, look, he's he one of the most underrated, underutilized, in my opinion, WWE superstars of all time. He is called the masterpiece. He's got guns to pay the funds, ladies and gentlemen. He is Chris Masters. How are you tonight, sir?
What's up, man? It's all good. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I'm glad to have you on Inside SKoop, and today we're going to talk about the 2006 Royal Rumble. Now, what year did you debut in the WWE?
Well, on television in 2005. I was on the road with WWE for a good year, maybe about a year before I debuted on television. So like it was 2004. But yeah, so I think 2006 would have been my first Royal Rumble, which is exciting because I know we as fans we all love the Royal Rumble. I know fans look forward to it every year, the excitement of it. Personally, like some of my best memories of watching professional wrestling were the Royal Rumble. I think the 1992 Royal Rumble was probably the best, most star-studded Royal Rumble. Like everybody who came out in that Rumble was a legend. It was unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
But even some of my worst memories, like when Slaughter beat the Ultimate Warrior because of Randy Savage. I remember as a young fan, man, I was devastated by that. So yeah, that was rough. And so many good Royal Rumble memories. The one where Sean beat Sid in the
92.
at the San Antonio. I don't know if it's the Astrodome or no, it's called something else.
You said with Sid?
Yeah, HBK and Sid, that Royal Rumble.
HBK and Sid. Yeah. So
man.
that was when he super kicked. I know 92 Hogan pulled Sid's arm down and Flair tossed him over.
Man. And it was just what I remember from that Rumble, man. First of all, Flair was awesome, and they had him go the distance. He was like number 3 in that Rumble. Bobby Heenan was, so great on the commentary, man. Like it was just, and I always think back to, there's a lot of moments in that Rumble, but I always think about when Hot Rod, Roddy Piper.
Yeah, he kept going back and forth. It's a skirt, it's a kilt. Yeah.
But Piper comes out and he's maxed out, bro. He gets in there and he goes crazy on Flair. He's peppering him. He puts him up in an airplane spin, starts spinning him. He was just so fired up, and just great Royal Rumble there, man. But anyways, I mean, the whole point, there's just a lot of good memories for Royal Rumbles. So for me, I know personally I was really excited to be in my first Royal Rumble.
Yeah. So 2006 was your first Royal Rumble. What exactly is like the rhyme or reason of them picking the 30 superstars? I know there's typically more than 30 superstars in the back. Sometimes they'll pick like one tag partner and not the other. What's usually the rhyme or reason of them picking the 30?
I don't know. I mean, I think that was just, unfortunately, you'd have to ask Pat Patterson, and we know you can't do that. But I think Pat Patterson came out with the number. I remember hearing this story, obviously not too long ago, because, we just lost Pat, but about how Pat had the whole idea for the Royal Rumble and had pitched it, but they didn't go for it initially. And I think, the Royal Rumble was actually because NBC wanted them to give them something more exciting out of, I think it might have been Saturday Night Main Event, or not Saturday Night Main Event, but they had a deal where they did those regularly. So, and that's when they finally went with the Pat idea. As far as 30, I don't know, because, honestly, there's been times in history at Royal Rumbles where the roster was so slim that they barely had enough. I remember for that 1997 Royal Rumble, man, they had to bring, they brought in a lot of guys that were luchadors and, just guys that you didn't typically see on the card in WWE, a lot of luchadors and Mexican wrestlers and stuff like that. So, but I think, nowadays it's easy. So, you come up with 30. 30 is no problem with all these brands, and, just wrestling is changed so much. But I think a big thing that really helped Royal Rumbles, while we're talking about this too, and I don't know how you feel about it. I'm pretty sure I actually do know how you feel about it, but adding theme music to the entrances, I think was big. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
because that really kind of adds a lot more excitement to it. I mean, it was still exciting without it, but that music just really, especially if you got a theme that, instantly recognize and it elicits an emotion. I mean, that's it right there.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So, 2006 Royal Rumble. Let's kind of go back in time as far as from what you remember. Now, do you remember who it was that told you, "Hey, Chris, you're going to be in the Royal Rumble this year"?
Uh no, I can't remember that, but for like the way I was positioned in the company was pretty much a given, like I had already competed on the Survivor Series. I think we did the Elimination Chamber maybe before the Rumble even. So like I had been booked in a way that, I kind of figured I was going to be in Royal Rumble, and it was just for me, there was a lot of bucket list kind of things happen at the same time. I got to work in Survivor Series, which was awesome. I got to work the Elimination Chamber. So, at that point, you're just kind of, you're, you know, you got so much going on all the time. You don't really have that much time to sit back and be like, oh man, I'm going to be in the Royal Rumble and like kind of pinch yourself. I mean, you have those moments, but it's hard to, because I mean, you're so involved in what you're doing at that point. You're on the road all
Hmm.
the time and, everything's just happening so quick. You're just trying to
Hmm.
keep up.